Hey, I'm Anthopants. I'm playing Iron Commando. It's originally a Super Nintendo game. Came out in 1994. Was a Japanese-only release by a company. Um, yeah, a company came out with it, and they're the same people that made the SNES game Legend, which I already played. I'll put a description to it below if you want to check that out. So I'm going to be putting it on hard, starting from the city, which is the first level, and let's get this show on the road. Um, Normally I'd have like a timer going while playing, but this game it doesn't run very smoothly. So I have to kind of turn off as many things as I can to just get it to run as smoothly as possible. So even now it's a little, I can kind of feel how laggy it is. It's just gonna be, I don't know. I might have to fix some stuff, but maybe it'll be okay. Anyway, so let me get into kind of what this game's all about. So, in Legend, the jump kick was really where it was at. In this game, the jump kick is pretty good, but it's not as good. The enemies kind of have ways of getting around it, and it just isn't your go-to move all the time. So really, what you want to do is grab guys. And you do that by just walking up to them. You can't grab a stunned enemy. The game's almost like the opposite of what you'd expect. So you can't grab a stunned enemy. You got to just grab somebody who's just, you know, upright, and you can just walk up to them and grab them. And there you go. Now then you can throw them. So the two trigger buttons, left and right, is how you throw. Now then you can, you know, punch. You can jump. The pick up items button is a totally separate button. It's its own button. It does nothing other than pick up items, which is awesome. So many games do not do that. Yeah, see, I'm just always grabbing guys and then hucking them at their buddies. What I'm trying to do is kill this car as fast as possible. There you go, guys. Okay, let me get that grenade. So enemies like to back up from you. There's just constantly backing up. And much like yourself, you can't move. You know, if you're punching, you're going to stop. And if the enemies are punching, they're going to stop as well. So long as you're moving into them and they're moving back, they're not going to do anything. It's kind of just getting used to their AI, which can be tricky. But once you get used to their AI, it sort of becomes its own thing. You know, it makes its own sense within its own world. And obviously, if you want to be doing the most damage in this game, you want to just do your punch combo. So yeah, there's a lot of different weapon types in this game. Right now I've got a machine gun. It's got 5 shots, and then it's gone. The grenades, you'll see what those do probably a little bit later on when I use them. So this thing's going to shoot real quick. But a lot of times, if you're just laying into one guy with it, you'll kill him. Or you'll think you're shooting at someone and he won't even be on your level, and you'll completely miss them and just blow through all of your machine gun. But yeah, the weapons... So this is, you know, a pistol. It's a single shot, and then you gotta, like, you know, hit your shoot button again to use it again. It doesn't knock guys over like the shotgun does, which I'll show you how to use that once I can Once I can play this game. So this has a long kind of rev up time before it starts shooting, but it knocks guys over. So it doesn't kill them the fastest because you're putting them on the ground and you gotta wait for them to get back up. But if you want to knock guys down, that's the weapon to use. There's also there's a couple melee weapons you can use too. One of the best ways of dealing with these small mobs is when you get them outside of the screen. So I'm going to use my grenades right now just so I can show you. You have to jump, other than there's a whole button dedicated to using the grenade. It doesn't do anything other than use the grenade. But you have to be in the air jumping to use them. I don't know why they made it like that. It would have been nice if you could have used the grenades without having to jump, but yeah. I guess they didn't want you throwing the grenades and hitting yourself with them or something. But the grenades were kind of weird. They kind of just only hit the area directly below you. You can't really watch the grenades to get an idea of where the grenades are going to hit. So yeah, I'm constantly just picking up new weapons, and because I can punch, in most games your punch button is the same button as picking up weapons or items. And in this game, because that's not true, it's just so much easier to pick stuff up when I feel like it, and not really worry about having to pick something else up that's on the ground because I'm punching or doing any of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this game does not like the fact that I'm recording, I'll tell you that much. It plays pretty dang smooth for me. There's some audio glitching, that kind of like there's like a popping that's just I cannot figure out how to get rid of. But other than that, it plays really smooth for me. It doesn't like that I'm recording, I'll tell you that much. I can really feel the difference. So there's a lot of moving up and down in this game to get out of somebody's line of sight. And then, moving into them to grab them, and then use them as a projectile to smash their friend. And, if I can, I'll just get off a couple combo hits because it's just going to work them down that much quicker. But for the most part, if I'm in trouble, or if I don't want to get hit, I try and herd them all into one area as best I can. So, there's a level. Let me go over the difficulties in this game, because I think there's some confusion about this. I beat the game, and then I started reading some comments on other people's videos when I was just checking them out, seeing if I could learn some new strategies from them. This is really one of the first games I played where I didn't learn really anything. When I went onto YouTube and was like, let me learn something, I really didn't learn much of anything at all. I really should be paying attention to what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, I didn't really learn anything when I was trying to, like, what am I doing wrong? How do I learn some new cool tactics about this game? I'm not playing very well, and it's because I'm talking. But anyway. I don't even know what I was about to say. There's just not a lot of information about this game. There's no... sometimes I'll go on GameFAQs and see, like, well, is there some, like, button or combination of moves that I'm missing out on that I just didn't know about because, I didn't know you gotta, like, hit whatever up, down, left, right, yada yada to do, some special move. But there really is nothing. There's not a whole lot of information about this game. I mean, that might change if I could read, like, Japanese and I just found some cool Japanese forum or something like that, but I can't, so. The dogs are annoying. They jump at you, but they usually kind of pause first before they're going to jump at you, so there's kind of ways of gauging it, and the best way of dealing with them is just walk up to them, grab them, and then punch them a couple times. So you can grab and punch guys. You know, they can break it after a while, and they'll just, like, you know, get out of it and jump out. You can also hit guys, you know, at the same time that you're hitting another guy. You know, when you got them grabbed, you can hit two people at once. So yeah, you gotta be careful with these stupid dogs. So right there, he's gonna jump. Oops. Ugh. And their hit lasts so much longer than I think it's going to. You can only hold 5 grenades. Once I have 5, I just let them go. I do apologize if the commentary is a little jagged, but the game's feeling really jagged to me, and that it just isn't playing as smooth as I'd like, and it makes it a little bit difficult because I'm focusing on, like, the fact that the game feels weird, and the audio is kind of, like, you know, bugging out like it always does. I really needed apple. Dang it. Yeah, so these guys shoot, so they got, like, you know, range. I don't want to mess around with that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna, you know, just grab guys and huck them at the other guys, and just try and stay off people's levels. You know, because if you stay on someone's level for a little bit too long, that's when they get you. And if anyone drops, like, a cool weapon, I'll try and grab it, and you know, give them a couple hits when I can get them in. Cool. Alright. Not bad. So the difference between Chang, who is the guy that I'm playing as, and Jack, the guy that I'm not playing as, the two characters in this game, is I have no idea. Other than aesthetics, I don't think there is any difference between them. I think they do the same damage. I think they move at the same speed. The only difference is their combo looks different. You know, when they do their you know, 4-hit punch combo on a guy, it just looks different. But other than that, I don't think there's any differences. Ugh, this knife guy's got better reach with his knife than I do with my knife. Okay. Saw that coming. Yeah, you kind of see, like, anytime I'm just standing still in front of a guy, you're gonna get hit. Come on. Okay. Stop playing so crappily, game. Play smoother. Yeah, these guys, I got them out of the screen, and it gives me advantage over them because they're just going to walk right into my fist. Dang it. Gotta be careful with these dogs because they're going to jump at you. So, oh, not get hit by his jump. So there are, all the weapons give you 5 charges. If I pick up a gun, and then after I pick up a gun, I pick up an little ammo case, because sometimes the guys will drop the ammo case, and that just gets dropped, by itself, doesn't get dropped with the gun. Totally separate thing. The ammo will increase my gun's ammo by 5. I haven't tested like how far I can take that, but I have had, I think, like 20 rounds. So I went from like 5 to 20. I think I had 20. I know I've had at least 15. So it's a pretty big difference. So like I said, if I got 5 grenades and there's a grenade on the ground, I just pop one down, and you can see like it just hits the guys within my general area of where the grenade, basically where I am, not necessarily where the grenades are falling. Sometimes they'll fall right next to a guy and they won't come anywhere near hitting him. But yeah, it's just that general area around you. Expect that. Whoa. Doggy. Okay, good. I think I've got this first boss. Big Chang or something like that. And they give me this like shotgun with 2 big Tom, there we go. With 2 rounds in it. Gee, thanks. I try and get off of his level, get behind him, and then hopefully he can't hit me, but I can hit him. Because there's a point where like his hitbox is just bigger than mine is, so I can hit him, but he can't hit me. And I just try and use that to my advantage as best I can. But it's kind of hard to tell where it is sometimes. Oh, get out of there. Whoa! Okay. And it's difficult with the lag. Yeah. I really like playing a smooth game. That's sort of my thing. Nope. Dang it, I really didn't want to die there, but it happens. I didn't have a whole lot of health going in. If I had more health going in, I could have pulled it off, no problem, but it's just... between me talking and the lag, it's a little difficult. See if I can get him again. Yep, there we go. Nice. Alright, I don't know if I got into this, but the difference between easy, normal, and hard. Some people think that they got switched, that easy is actually hard and hard is actually easy. This isn't true. It's totally not true at all. So I'll explain why they think this. On easy, you start with 3 lives. On normal, you start with 4. And on hard, you start with 5 lives. So you'd think like, well, they must be switched then. Why do you start with more lives on the harder difficulty? But I tested it out, and it turns out that on easy, so let's just say like a normal knife guy. On easy, the normal knife guy kills you after 20 hits. On hard, the normal knife guy kills you after 14 hits. They're also a little bit more active on hard. The enemies are more active. They move a little bit faster from what I can tell, and they're a little bit more dodgy. So on easy, if you're just standing there, a guy is going to hit you consistently. He's going to hit you And then once his, animation for the hit's over, he's going to hit you again because you're still standing there. And then he's going to hit you again, and then he's going to hit you again, and then he's going to hit you again. On hard, the guy's going to hit you, and then he might hit you again afterwards, or he might kind of like move around a little bit and come back and hit you. So, what that means is the guys are a lot more predictable on easy, because you know that they're just going to come at you and try and hit you. That's their whole thing. Whereas on hard, they're going to hit you, and then you might try and grab them. They're going to move, or it makes it more difficult to predict when the guy's doing something weird, as opposed to something just common. So the guys do more damage on hard. Another thing is this: I put the game on easy, and I beat it 1 credit. I had been playing it on hard, and I hadn't did it on 1 credit. I did it with 1 credit on easy, had it, 2 or 3 lives to spare. Then afterwards I played it on hard, and I couldn't beat it on 1 credit. So I you can just tell it's harder on hard, despite the fact that you have, this guy's totally gonna kill me. Despite the fact that you start with more lives, you lose more along the way because you're taking more damage from enemies that are just a little bit more versatile in how they, approach attacking you. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. So the little gas cans I picked up way earlier increased my health to the point where I start getting extra lives for it. And then those things that I just picked up increased my ammo from 5 to 20. They gave me 5 extra apiece. Ugh. So I usually mention this anytime I'm playing an auto-scroller. I haven't played a whole lot, but I hate auto-scrollers. I think they suck. I hate them in beat-em-ups more than anything else. They just are totally out of place. Like, in what way does this equate to what I've been doing in the game now? Now I'm on a freaking motorcycle, shooting at some guy. It just isn't what I want to be doing when I'm playing a beat 'em up. I want to be beating guys up when I'm playing a beat 'em up. I don't want to be, doing some janky auto scroller. So yeah, I don't know, but I just have a general hate for auto scrollers, and I don't really like them in any game I play. For the most part, I enjoy the non-auto scroll levels more than the auto scroll. These levels that kind of stick you in this. So I'm holding down the button now, then when the guy comes I let it go and it lets my ammo refill. I could just press it real quick and it'll just keep refilling and doing it, and I'll be doing that in one of the later levels where there's another auto-scroller, but for the most part it's just easier on my hand to just do it like this. Alright, go down, buddy, go down. Jeez. There we go. So yeah, just a random level. You get an extra life every 50,000 points. So I've gotten 2 extra so far, but I've died twice. I did start with 5 lives, so I am ahead. And hopefully we can keep that going. Anyway, my point about talking about the difficulty is that this game is harder on hard, easier on easy, and the normal setting is, the settings of this game are where they should be. Alright. So you can see that I almost start shooting that shotgun even before the guy gets in screen. It takes that long. If you see a guy and you start shooting, hit the button on the shotgun, it's going to take a little bit. You got to cock it and then shoot it and that takes a little while. So, you know, by that time the guy's usually already at you, murdering you. So I just shoot it like when the guys are off screen, and I just kind of guess when they're going to be coming in. And if I'm wrong, oh well. Whoa. Yeah, it's also hard to move kind of after you've, you know, initiated a punch with some of these weapons. So you got to make sure, you know, you're actually going to be hitting who you're intending on hitting. Dang it. Okay. Okay. There's this section coming up with these snakes. They're one of the most annoying enemy type in the game. And they're really hard to hit. But that's where the benefit of like this club comes in. The club works really good against the snakes. You can hit them while they're on the ground with it. You can't, you know, because punching them is difficult while they're on the ground. Another thing is you can initiate a shotgun shot facing one way and then turn before it happens. I'm not doing it now because I'm punching. You get closer, you're going to start punching. See, I can turn before it happens and then shoot a guy. It gives me a little bit of time to kind of walk away and do that. So I'm hoping one of these guys will give me a club. But we'll see. Not a handgun. Whoa. See, this guy gives me a club. I think he always gives me a club, that last guy. Because they know you're going up against the snakes, and it's like, it's just the way to go. See, these guys are ridiculously hard to hit if you don't have this weapon. And as you can see, like when I'm punching at them, I'm not doing anything. You know, but when I'm clubbing them, it's like... Let's see if I can get it with a shotgun. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So yeah, the club works good against the guys that are lower to the ground. It's got good reach. You know, it serves a purpose. The knife is good because you can throw it. If guys are far away, it throws rather than stabs. And then also, if you grab a guy, you'll hit multiple guys at a farther distance because you have a knife in your hand. Let's just grab that. So long as I'm picking stuff off the ground, it doesn't disappear. It kind of resets its disappear timer. So, you know, if there's something on the ground that I want, I'll just pick it up and just start firing it or using it. And then I'll switch back to whatever it was that I had. And since I, you know, picked up ammo for this, I've got a ton of ammo for it now. One of my main complaints about this game, you know, it's got good hit detection. But when you're close to a guy, instead of using, like, you know, my shotgun blast, I'll punch him because I'm so close to him. And that's cool when you know, when that's like what you intended on doing. But every once in a while, you won't intend on doing that, and you'll punch a guy rather than shoot him, and he might be just far enough away where you can't hit him. Another thing is, sometimes a guy's off your level where there's no way you could hit him with a punch or anything, but instead you'll still punch because the game just thinks like he's close enough to you or something, but he's really nowhere near you. Oops. Yeah, see, that was me doing it and then switching sides too quick. These guys are really annoying. They've got a really far spear thrust. So if I can get them out of screen and just beat on them, that's the way to go. Get up. Oh, man. Yeah, and you gotta be quick, you know? I can't just stand there, and I've gotta be moving. Oh, yeah. See, it's like I threw a guy, but then I just stood there like a dope, and this game doesn't put up with that crap. Okay. Got through that level. So I'm doing okay. I'm dying kind of where I usually die. We'll see how it goes, though. Ugh. This is playing like 3 frames a second. This game just does not like that I'm doing anything other than playing the game. This is terrible. Yeah? Yeah, you in trouble there, buddy? Wow, this is like... I hope this clears up. Yeah, so because you get extra lives for points, the money in this game, you know, it does have a purpose. You do want to pick it up. And just like in the other game, Legend, this game has a ton of foreground stuff, just stuff that like blocks your view. It's pretty annoying. It takes a little bit to get used to. I kind of wish they didn't have so much of it, because it's just all over the place in this game, and it's really inconvenient in a lot of places. Like they just, but I think they were just kind of, you know, excited that they could do it or something. I don't really know. Gosh, this is playing like 3 frames per second. Come on. Oh, it's not getting better. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Jeez. Stop playing so crappy. Okay. I try and get away from the snakes so I can jump kick them. But usually I just grenade them because they're so annoying. Unless they just keep pummeling me. And then maybe they'll drop something good for me to beat them with. Now that was a club. So let me... Oh, what the heck? Okay. Wow, this is playing really bad. It looks like I haven't really gotten hit too much, so maybe I should stop complaining. Yeah, that thing is gonna come over and bite me in the butt. Ah, grab him. Oh my gosh. I don't know which side it goes on. I think it's still gonna hit there. Now it's going to hit on this side, even though it doesn't look like it will, because it goes like weirdly sideways. Jeez, man. Alright, I think it's done. Okay. That thing that's, you know, coming out of the freaking wall over there. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. It's like this little lip here. For some reason it's like the best enemy in the game. Wow. I'm just going to try and get through this recording, and then maybe I'll see if my other recording software will do this better. Because this one is ridiculous and bad. And I just keep upping this shotgun ammo. I'm going to have this shotgun with me the whole game. But I don't know why this level's playing so laggy when the other ones weren't that bad. This one's just over the top lag. I don't know where this thing's going. Oops. Walked right into that one. Oh, come on! I wasn't even close to it. See there, I punched instead of shot, and I don't know why. I just don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that. Dang it, I wanted to get that ammo upgrade. Well, nothing's worse than lag, I'll tell you that much. But I'm kind of almost done with this level, I think. Fairly close to done with it. Okay, let's grab this. Go heal. It might be the lighting or something on this one. Yeah, these guys can get hurt by the spikes as well. There's these little spikes coming out of the ground. Okay, hopefully... once I get past, I think this next section. Do this. There we go, okay. You know, the fire hurts these guys. So I just try and keep them, you know, toasty. Yeah, it was great. Got a double smack there. Come on, goodness life. Oh, this has been a nightmare level. Just not playing the way I want it to. Get him. Dang it. This game really does make you you know, pay the price when you do something stupid like stand there and try and punch a guy. Come on. Ah. Yikes. Okay. Lost one of the bosses. Hopefully this thing kind of corrects itself. I don't know why it's playing so terribly. Play better. Nope, I think it's still having trouble. So this guy can fly, he throws little, you know, things down at me. It's just, he's like the worst thing in the world. He also can shoot this like homing missile at me. I just got hit by it. This thing is playing like garbage. Get me out of this level. Dang it. I don't want to go too close to that because I'll get hit by the stupid spikes. Like that. No! You jerk. It's so hard to do this when it's playing like this. I don't know why he doesn't get hit by him. Don't get hit by the spike! Ah, why? Today? Yeah, I just want out of this level. Oh no! Okay. It's so hard dealing with this guy like this. What you laughing at? Come on. Oh! This takes off so much damage. Get me out of here. There we go. Yeah, there's a little homing missile. Please tell me the next level is going to play like a normal level and it's not going to drive me crazy. Right, less than 20,000 points away from my next one-up. Oh. Come on, play good. What? I didn't hit you? Come on, man. No, don't even. I didn't hit you. Don't even. I'm all over this. Yeah, there's a button I can use to kind of push myself back, but it's lame. Okay, give me up, give me up, give me up! Oh my gosh! This guy does so much damage! And I can't figure out like how to not get smacked by him. There's like a lot of that in this game. I feel like me getting smacked by stuff I just have no idea how to not get smacked by. And like I don't know why some of the enemies do as much damage as they do. It's just incredible the amount of damage they do. I don't know. Maybe there's a way of dealing with it that I just haven't been doing. But anyway. I hate this level. It's one of those where you gotta like tap the button like constantly. And if I hold it, it's like I've only got 5 rounds. I'm gonna run out really quickly. So I gotta just keep tapping it, and it just kills my arm. I think there's a guy. Oh, nope, totally gauged that wrong. Another thing is, you can't shoot and jump. If that makes any sense at all. Then, like, it looks like I should just be able to jump over some of this stuff really easily, but you bounce after you jump, and it takes a long time to kind of recover. Do your thing, man. Nope. Yeah, this guy is like... And then he's going to do like a ton of damage to me before I can even like get back in. Okay, I got him. Sometimes he'll do damage to me, like, and I'm like helpless to do anything against him. You don't really get an invince in this game, so let's see if I can... There we go. See, that guy did a ton of damage to me. Ton of damage. It's like the name of this game. Getting damage done to you. Okay, gosh dang it. Oh man. Yeah, these levels are like... I can't stand these type of levels. Get him, get him. Oh, what? I didn't get you? How did I not get you? Let's see where we're at. Oh. Yeah, there's kind of like a pattern to not getting hit by those things. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It's just tough because I'm getting bounced all over the place in this thing. Like so. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, what? Where am I? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Really tough boss. I'll try and do a good job, but who knows. See, what I'm doing is I'm like holding it to drive him down, trying to get him low. I don't want to get hit by that thing because it does a freaking ridiculous amount of damage. Absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. Okay. And then this stuff happens. You're like getting pushed all over the place. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, dang it. No, no, no. Yeah, it's like I don't have a whole lot of choice over, like, because there's bumps in this thing, and if I'm jumping at a certain time coming down, it's going to throw me back up. It's just a maddening level. I wish they would just take this stuff out of the game. It doesn't need to have this weird auto-scroll minecart thing. It has nothing to do with the beat 'em up at all. Yeah. Now then you kind of cruise on the track for a while, like as if the track had like a set amount, you know, then maybe it like repeats, or I don't know what happens if you don't kill the boss in that amount of time. But yeah, you just keep cruising on the track for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Let's hope this level does not give me too much crap. It's got this really weird sand effect, and I'm assuming that's going to lag the junk out of the game. But it doesn't last that long, so if I just wait it out... Okay. See, now this is playing pretty nice. what I'm doing with that snake is I'm grabbing a guy, I'm dragging him into the snake, and then I'm punching him, and for some reason, if I'm hitting a guy and I'm next to the snake, I'm also going to hit the snake. Whereas, like, if I'm normally just punching towards the snake, I'm not going to hit it. Don't ask me why, it just works that way. It's something I figured out, and I'm happy about it. So don't rain on my parade. Oh, give me that apple. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, you can't just, you know, like you don't have like Vince when you get up. So you can't just stand there when you get up. You have to move. Cool. Sometimes when you're shooting at a snake, you'll hit it. Other times when you're shooting at a snake, you won't hit it. I don't know why. It's just, that's just the way it is. You can shuttle weapons. Oops. So if I pick up, you know, this shotgun, and then I pick up like another shotgun, I'm going to be pushing the shotgun, you know, kind of forward. You know, it's going to be moving a little bit forward each time I hit it. So I can kind of, you know, kind of, what's the word? There's like this word that we used to use when I played WoW. I played a little bit of WoW back in the day. Don't judge me. And anyway, the point is you can just grab a ton of weapons and just keep, you know, moving one weapon over and over and over and over. Yeah, see, I couldn't hit the dog there. See if I could throw it at him. Nope. Okay. Dang it, you stupid dog. Come on. They're just annoying. That's really all there is to it. Oh no. So these guys, all of their names are Fidelio. And it's like, I guess that's not like... I mean, I can't think of a single Cuban dictator that I think these guys were trying to copy over here with this guy. Like naming these guys Fidelio and dressing them like this. Ooh. These guys, their machine guns, you know, if I stand in like a place for too long, they'll start just blasting me with their machine gun, and it's pretty devastating. So I'm gonna grenade this guy, pick up the new grenade, I'll get the... I do wish the grenades did a little bit more damage since you can only carry 5 of them at a time, but whatever. But yeah, I can't believe they called those guys Fidelio. I think that's just hilarious. Dang it. If I can hit the snake with one of these guys, I can also kill him. He's only one hit, so it works pretty good. Just gotta wait for this sandstorm to run out because it's lagging the crap out of me. See, I just got him right there. Oops, shooting at nothing. Dang it, you snake. Aha, I got him. Let's keep it. So the dogs are annoying. I want to get rid of them as fast as possible. I'm just gonna grab that. Oops. Yeah, I gotta keep moving. Dang it, come on, dog. Give me trouble. Okay, let's wait for the sandstorm. Oh no! See, that happens. Can't stay in one spot. So normally, if guys go out of the screen, I'll just run up to the side of the screen and just start beating them. But it doesn't work well when you've got a projectile weapon, one of the guns basically. Because you're going to be shooting the gun rather than punching. So the guy's going to come in screen and your timing's just going to be off and he's going to get a smack off on you. So if if you've got like a melee weapon that includes your fist, you can just go to the edge of the screen and just get it done. But if you don't want to do that. So right here, I'm going to kite. That's what it is. It's called kiting. Oh my gosh. I'm going to kite weapons here. See, I'm just pushing it forward a little bit. And it really doesn't matter too much because I probably won't use the shotgun all that much, but it's nice to have. And that should be good. See if I can get this guy. Okay, same idea, kind of get off of his level, so he can't hit me, but I can hit him. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, it just depends on where he is and how well I can kind of, abuse the fact that his hitbox is bigger than my hitbox. The sandstorm does move me, it does move my character, as you can see. I'm kind of being pushed. So now just gauging where he's going to be, where he is, where I can hit him. But he can't hit me, hopefully. Sometimes I'm wrong. But it'd be nice if I could kill this guy without him killing me. Yeah, getting a little too far off of him, I think. Woo! The lag is strong in this game. Go off a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see, he's missing me. He thinks he can hit me, but he's missing me when he's coming at me. Well, there he did, but that was my fault. I was see if I can get him again. Yes! Crushed him. He didn't stand a chance against me. Another reason why I'm playing as Chang is that I don't really ever see anyone play Chang. They usually pick the other guy. The other guy looks a little bit cooler, I think. And he has a less of a martial artist style like Chang does. He has more of a just kind of a brawler, where he's just kicking butt. But, yeah, I wanted to play with the guy that nobody plays with. They're really just the same person, though. It doesn't matter. Alright, so here's the weird Jeep level now. For some reason now, this thing gives me 3 different ways I can shoot. So I can't use, like, my grenades in this. I can only shoot. I can, like, jump with the Jeep. Then I can shoot in 3 different directions now. As opposed to the mine level or the motorcycle level where I couldn't do that. Let's see if I get these. Oh yeah, I'm doing a good job here. So now I can shoot forward, I can shoot slightly, diagonally up. I'm going to get hit while I'm doing that. And I can shoot directly up. Yay! Yay! So, I don't know why they didn't give me that ability in the other levels. It could have come in handy in a couple of spots. I mean, it's a necessity in this level that you can shoot diagonally, you know, at least diagonally. You need to be able to do that in this level. And you'll see when I start fighting the boss. But in the other levels, like, why not let me do that as well? I don't know. Is this where it is? Yep, okay. So let me go down. Oh my gosh. So what I'm doing is just watching where his shadow is, and then I'm trying not to be wherever the heck his shadow is. Because that's when he can hit me. These guys have, like, they jump out of the thing, but then they track me too. So it's like, it doesn't matter where I go, they're going to move to my position. Come on. Got him. Okay, not bad. Would have been cool if I didn't die to him, but whatever. Alright. So I'm about 14,000 away from another life. You got dogs. Okay. So I hope this plays nice and smooth. But you never know with this game. Oh my gosh, grab that stupid dog. Okay. These guys are pretty annoying. Definitely don't want to get hit by them. Oh, what are you doing? You can see, like, just that's, you know, that second I took to stop and pick something up is too long of a second. And, you know, I paid for it. This might be one of the worst parts of the game, just because of the... How in the world did that hit me? This thing comes down. Ooh, get that. And I can't see anything while I'm playing this. I mean, I just can't see anything. Ah, come on. So, get that guy, okay. Oh, at least I survived it. And then this thing has like a certain amount of times I think it goes down, so even if you kill those guys really quickly, it'll still come down like however many times it's gonna come down in the first place. There's no stopping it. Okay. I don't know why that happens, but it does happen every time. Okay. There is like a... I don't know what to call it, but there's a couple times where that thing came all the way down and hit me, and it locked the game in this position. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like a soft lock or something like that. There's like an actual phrase for it when a game just completely messes, you know, when you can still move your character, I think, but the game screen's frozen. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, and I got stuck there, and I just had to wait for, like, the time limit to run out, you know, to die. So I just had to wait there for, like, 5 minutes. Then I died, and it still wouldn't let me progress. So I waited until I died until I had to continue, because I just was curious to see what was going to happen. And I just let the game run. I did other things, obviously. But yeah, it just, I don't know if it was because I was throwing grenades at that section, and it didn't like the fact that I was throwing grenades, or if it just locks because the thing came all the way down. But either way, that's what happened. Let's get rid of it. Okay, I was trying to get rid of that gun real quick so I can do this to these guys, because it's just going to work better. Ah! No. Yeah, when you can grab a guy and jump with them, and then you gotta like kick them and do whatever. It doesn't actually do like a whole lot of damage. But if you do have them, I'm trying to like throw my grenades. For some reason it doesn't let me throw my grenades. It doesn't like cancel that you have the guy held. So yeah, it's just little things like that that aren't necessarily a deal. It's just preference. I prefer that it did certain things over other things, but what you gonna do? Come on. It's not easy. Come on. There you go. Apple. This is going to give me a shotgun with like 2 rounds in it, so I'm just going to keep the rifle, because the rifle will do more damage. So hopefully I can hit this guy with it and I won't totally miss him. Little boss action here. I haven't explained the story of this game because I don't care what it is. I kind of know what it is, but you know, if you want to know what the story is, go figure it out yourself, I guess. It's not really something I worry about too much. I don't play these games for the story, I play for the mechanics of the gameplay, and that's what I find enjoyable about them. So this guy, when you knock him down or do enough damage to him, he kind of blobs and then reforms. And oops, he's got a couple moves that are pretty annoying. And sometimes, like, he can hit you before you finish your combo, which is cool. Nope. Oh gosh, you're killing me here, buddy. There is a little bit of lag. See, lag doesn't bother me if it's like consistent lag, but since I'm not used to it, because I haven't been recording, and it really messes me up, because I'm accustomed to playing the game at a certain speed, or, you know, it to respond in a certain way, and when it's not doing that, it's hard to get used to something that you're not used to. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. No, don't do it. Yeah, give me that extra life. Oh my gosh, get away from him. Yeah, and like his little blobby things can hit you if you get too close to them, or if he just feels like trolling you. It's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. So close to me, why? Yeah, there really isn't like a desperation move in this game, like a quick get out of trouble move. But whatever. Alright, so I'm off to the last boss. I got 7 lives, which is way more than enough for me to handle this guy. And we'll just see, you know, how smooth the game plays if it allows me to actually play the game the way I want to play it. So here he comes. This big, frickin' giant robot. Then he just hangs out, does his thing, has all of his little buddies coming over and bugging you. You can punch his hands, which is a good thing to know. So, you know, if his hand's coming in at you, you can just like, no, denied. Like that hand, I can sock that hand. Throwing his little friends at him works pretty good to do damage. See, like I just punch his hand away. Yeah, that's what I do. I punch your hand. That hand, I'm pretty sure you can't punch. Oh gosh, get out of there! See, I grabbed the guy so I couldn't jump kick. It's like, I don't know. I mean, which is fine. You know, that's just the way that it's consistent. I'd like to get him down like halfway on my first life. Sometimes I can't. And I keep doing that. Okay. Looks like I cracked one of his eyes. Can't believe I didn't get hit there. Just gonna do his eye beam. I can't believe I didn't dodge that. Okay. Whoa! Alright, whatever. Yeah, a really good way of dodging his hands is just to move level, you know, just go top level, go bottom level, and, you know, if his hand's on the top, and you go bottom, he'll miss you. Or just to walk away from it, if you've got the... Ooh. It's gonna follow me. Yeah, and really staying more middle screen is safer. Oh, I thought I punched you. You know, because then you can move one way or the other. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay. Got a quick kick off and then I moved. Let's start nade bombing this guy. Oh, thanks for the nade. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, sometimes he can still hit you. It's just... Anyway, but I may as well use my nades. I'm not going to use them for anything else. Oh, died right before health. That stinks. Yeah, the main thing about this guy is he just has a ridiculous amount of health, so taking him down just takes a long time. I mean, it's going to happen. Now I'm just getting lazy because I've got so many lives to do it in, but... Okay. Dang it. Got him. Boom, baby. Lag and all. Alright, so, I actually like this game quite a bit. When I first was playing it, it took me a while to get used to. Not as long as Legend took me. Legend's a game I also like, same company that made this. And when I first played Legend, I couldn't stand it. I thought it was like the worst thing ever. I put it down. I did probably what most people do when they first play it. And then when I got back to it and actually got into it and got into like the strategy and the timing of the game and that kind of stuff, and you realize that it's its own game. It's not, it can't be compared to something else. That's when I really started to like Legend, and in that same sense I went into this game with that same attitude, and it took me a while to warm up to it. But once I did, I like this game. I like it. I think I like it more than Legend, just because it's got, you know, the weapons and those varieties, and you know, the enemies are kind of interesting. That end boss is kind of unique. But yeah, they're two very different feeling games. They steal a lot of ideas from different things. Like this game's got a lot of stuff taken from the Punisher and from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, but it's its own game. It doesn't feel like those games. Granted, you can, you know, use a lot of weapons, you can do a lot of the same stuff in it, but it's the timing of it and all the way it's executed is its own thing. And here's the two guys. Once again, two dudes programmed this game, and that's them. Alright, well, I'm Anthopants. Thanks for watching. That's Iron Commando. Let me say the Japanese name real quick. Koutetsu no Senshi. That's the Japanese name for Iron Commando. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.